Welcome to Kletus Roadside Service. Here we are. We're rolling. We're having a good day. We are, this is Monday, and I'm running a guzzler today, but I'm just running the guzzler. Specifically, only running the guzzler. There's another crew, which I'm sure we're a little upset that somebody else got this job, but somebody else got the job, but they don't have the resources. So we are supplying the equipment for somebody else to do a job, which I don't know, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm kind of glad because I'm just gonna be hooking up the hose and standing next to the truck. There is nothing else for me to do. If I get hurt helping them, people are gonna start asking questions, wondering why the fuck were you over there. So I'm just gonna do my best. I'm gonna hook up the remote. I'm gonna hook up the safety tee and show them the safety tee. They get to run the safety tee. I ain't running the safety tee. That's all them. But I will have the remote, so if I hear it, them getting stuck to it or something, I guess I'll turn it off. And we got another guy. He showed up a little bit late today. That's okay. I showed up 5 minutes late. Okay, listen. Hey, relax. Okay, there's a crash on the highway, or else I'd have been there right on time. You should account. This is my boss speaking. You should account for things like that. So all you got to do is leave 5 minutes earlier. I'm like, brother, if I could, I would. Okay. I wake up and I fucking run and run and run and I rush and rush and it didn't matter if I had 5 extra minutes or not. I'm doing shit at my house the entire time until I have to leave. This guy's lost. You're lost, bud. All right. He'll figure it out. He's going the wrong way. Bye-bye. Good luck to you, mister. We had a really good weekend. Really good weekend. Trying to think of everything that I've done. What did I do? I did something to the truck. I don't know. I got a bunch of stuff from work. So either stuff that I had yanked out of the dumpster or they didn't want. I got all kinds of good shit. All kinds of good shit. And I sold some of the stuff. They don't give a fuck what I do with it. So they said I could have it. I took it and I sold it. Oh, that's what I did. So remember I was talking about with the bed slider that my boss said I could have. I thought there was just one of them. There was two of them. So the one that I saw somebody moved up on top of the hill was actually a second one. So I asked my boss, I said, hey man, there's two of these. Do you want me to just take one of them? Or, I'll take them both if you don't want them. He's like, no, we don't like those. So yeah, take them both. I'm like, okay. So me, my fat ass, my strong fat ass, I'm not that strong. Luckily I didn't get hurt, but I did pick these heavy motherfuckers up and put them in the back of my truck and took them home. And, oh, that's the other thing that I did. This was it Thursday night, Friday night? I don't know when it was. But my wife's dishwasher had been delivered and I needed to get it installed. So I'm thinking this was all Thursday night. Thursday night, my buddy came over. Thank you, Luke. I appreciate it. I owe you a lot, okay? I owe you a lot, bud, and you already know this, but I'm just putting it out there again that if you ever need help with anything, I'm there for you, bud, because you're always there to help me in times of need. He almost had his ice cream melt helping me get that dishwasher installed. What a nice guy. The dishwasher install, really, the main thing I needed, I knew I could probably do it, but I don't know. It's always everything's a two-person job, especially when it's one of your best friends. Okay, so I wanted him to come over and just hang out basically while we put this thing together. Nah, I did not want him to do all the work. Okay, yeah, that's what everybody thinks, and that's a little bit in the back of my mind. But no, I did not want him to do all the work. I wanted to do the work. I just needed a little bit of guidance there, just to make sure I was doing everything properly. Luckily, I had my wife. Well, he showed up, but they had just got groceries, so he had to take off pretty soon. But he helped me get the bed sliders in the garage, which are heavy as fuck, and then the dishwasher from the garage up into the kitchen. So that's really what I needed, and that's what he did for me, and I do appreciate it, sir. You're one hell of a man, and hey, I'm gonna need help in the future, but I haven't talked to him yet. I'm sure I'll talk to him later today, but we got some other projects coming up that I might need help with, so I'm glad to have him around. So the dishwasher, the old dishwasher, they tiled over linoleum. They did put down concrete board, which was nice, but it's still over linoleum. So I don't know. They tiled the fucking dishwasher in there. I couldn't get it out without either ripping my countertop off or breaking the tile out. And the tile's already pretty shitty, so I just took the tile out with a hammer and a chisel. But I got it out, and then there was a little bit of mold down there, so we used some Kills to paint over it. But it looked like the mold, didn't grow very far, which is kind of surprising, but it didn't look like it got very far, so that was nice. We were able to, I just dumped a bunch of Kills in there. I feel like I've already talked about this on here once, but I sold a lot of stuff, and some of the stuff that I kind of had plans for, but I really needed. I got a new thing that I'm doing. Okay, guys. I guess this could be Operation Get a Dirt Bike #1. This is episode #1 of Operation Get a fucking Dirt Bike. So, my brother has a dirt bike. It's a street legal Suzuki DR650 that he bought from my grandpa. My grandpa just got a little too old for it, but my grandpa had taken this thing to Colorado, to Montana. My grandpa is a one badass motherfucking guy, and he rode this bike with my uncle all the time. And I don't know why. I'm into this shit. Like, this is what I'm about. But for some reason, I just never got into that with them, which I think would have been really. It's kind of sad that I never got into all that. But I did go out with my uncle a few times riding dirt bikes and stuff. But it's like, yeah, I'm all about dirt bikes and four-wheelers and off-roading and camping and all this shit. But I just never really. I don't know why. I didn't have the equipment to do it. And my uncle, oh no, he's a great guy, but he's also like, just on a whim, he's like, yeah, let's load up the bikes and go out for a trip or whatever. So he's out all the fucking time. Like, half the time I call him, he's in Colorado. He's like, I'm on the slopes. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's all over the place. He really wanted, I think where I need to pull over. Motherfucker. I gotta pull over this fucking. I forgot that they left the ladder up. Not the ladder, but there's a railing on top of this guzzler so people don't fall off, and they left it raised. I'm not that tall, but I need to get it. I need to stop and put it down before I find a fucking bridge that's a little bit too fucking short. Because I don't know where. I don't know. I'm probably going to be on some city streets and stuff. Anyways, so my grandpa, he got too old and he was done. he did not want to ride. He wants to, I'm sure, but he just can't handle the travel, the getting rocked out of his fucking mind riding a dirt bike through the mountains and shit anymore. So he just kind of focused on scooters and stuff. So he sold this dirt bike, dual sport, big fucking nice bike that's been proven out on the trails. It's got tasteful mods on it. Well, not tasteful. I wouldn't say tasteful. They're just practical mods, I think, have been done to it. Now, I weigh a lot more than my brother, almost twice, over twice, as heavy as my brother. So I might have to do something with the spring, so I'm not just bottoming out. But anyways, so my brother, he bought it, and then he wanted a bigger, or he wanted a street bike is what he wanted, which I think he did it great. He got himself a dirt bike, learned how to ride, because I rode dirt bikes a lot growing up. My brother, I don't think he's ever really even ridden a motorcycle until he owned one. So he started riding that dirt bike, which is great. It's a little easy to operate and maneuver, and it's not going to get away from you. I mean, it can, but the likelihood of it getting super far away from you is low. So then he rode that for a few years, and then he bought himself a street bike. Sorry, I gotta hop out over here. I'm gonna keep talking though. So he got himself a street bike, and now he wants to get rid of this dirt bike. Now I don't know why. He's not like me at all, because I'm like, keep the fucking dirt bike and ride the dirt bike. Have two bikes, but I don't know. He just doesn't want it. And so he agreed to sell it to me for $500, and I'm actually going to pay him for it too. Instead of trade him some shit. All right, that was pretty fucking simple. Getting off the top of this truck. Alright, so, and as soon as he got it, I was excited for him. But I said, if you ever sell that fucking thing, you're selling it to me, bud. I said, okay. I'm like, you need to know, I need you to fucking promise me you won't sell it to anybody but me. Because I had the option. I had a KLR 230, I think it was. Was that Kawasaki KLR? It was a street legal bike that I got for free from some dude, but it needed a lot of work. And I took it to a mechanic guy that I knew from another guy, and he said he'd fix it up, but it makes a little bit of sense, but he just kept needing more money. He quoted me, and I gave him the quoted money, and then he kept asking for more money. He's like, oh, no, it needs this. 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 I'm like, brother, what the hell? So I paid him, and I traded him a big fucking nice-ass go-kart, too. A really nice go-kart. It was a 2-seater, 150cc, with reverse, badass fucking go-kart, and I traded that to him and to fix it, and instead of working on my dirt bike, he fixed the go-kart. He chopped a 4-wheeler in half, welded it to the back of the go-kart because it already had like the motor and engine and axle, and then he welded another motor, engine, and axle on the back of it. So he had a fucking 6x6, well, it was a 4x6 fucking go-kart that was mine, that I traded him for my fucking dirt bike, and all it needed was the top end rebuilt. And he just never did it. So I don't know. I was a really young kid, and there was not really much I could do, so I just left it there. And then he eventually moved away, and he got a few items from me and my buddy Tyler, which is kind of, it's fucked, but whatever, that's the way it goes. I think he lost his Suzuki RM125. I don't know if he ever got that back from him or not, but yeah. So, anyways, yeah, this is Operation Get a Dirt Bike, OGDP, Operation Get a Dirt Bike, and we're so close, because so I sold. There was one thing I said I wasn't going to sell, and it was a generator. It was a big 5,000 watt or 5,500 watt generator that I got from work that they were throwing in the dumpster. Pretty sure it was just missing a fucking wheel. There's so it had the handle, and then you can rotate it back and roll it on the wheels. But it's a big, heavy motherfucker. So I think the wheel fell off or broke or whatever, and they just never fucking replaced it. And it sat in our shop for a very long time doing nothing, or one of our shops, and then one day they wanted to clean everything out, so they loaded up a box truck full of all kinds of shit, and they were just throwing everything away. So I grabbed a bunch of stuff out of there. I got two weed eaters. They were steel weed eaters that had been used and abused, but I'm sure they still ran. And then the generator, and what else did I sell? I sold a power washer. That was another thing that I kind of wanted to keep, was a power washer, but whatever. I made $50 on the power washer. I made $40 on the two weed eaters, and I made $90 on the generator. Now I sold everything pretty cheap, but I'm selling it. And then now I have two of these bed slides. So I got them listed up on Marketplace. I'm selling. They're both listed, but I'm only going to sell one of them. So, and that's kind of what I put in the description. I said I got two that are identical. I'm selling one. I'm keeping the other. You get your pick. And I got those listed for $450, which is lower than almost all the other bed sliders out there. Even some homemade things that people have got, they're up there for like $600 or whatever. I'm like, fuck, I'll just do it $450. I mean, if I can get $450 or even $400 or even fucking $300, I mean, these are priced to sell, y'all. If I can just get some money out of these, that'll go towards dirt bike, and then also selling my car. But now I already saved up $190, $180, sorry. $180 is already made up, so boom, free dirt bike. I mean, I don't know what better way to get a dirt bike other than free, So anyways, I'm excited about that. Gonna get the dirt bike. The wife is not happy, but I did start looking up all kinds of like supermoto builds and stuff. Because my brother, I don't know why, but he hasn't replaced like the front fender. It's got the big, fat, floppy front fender on it. And I'm like, brother, this thing would look so fucking much better if you just replace that front fender. So this is my idea, I want to put a round headlight on. I mean, this is all going to take a long time, and it's not going to be the way it is, as soon as I get it. But eventually, I want to get a little bit smaller front wheel that's got street tread on it. Just get a street tire for the rear, because I don't think it needs to have anything different. Just get a different street tire for the rear. Suspension, I'm gonna need to look at the suspension. I don't know if my grandpa stiffened it up, because all the reviews that I was watching, a lot of people complained that it was a super soft suspension. and it would bottom out, even with, fit riders. I'm not a fit rider, but I mean, I'm also not going to be fucking jumping the motherfucker either. I'm not going to jump it, not on purpose at least, But if it happens, it happens. But anyways, just get a little bit stiffer suspension on there, and round headlight, front fender, maybe some plastics. But I was also looking at like Dakar rally dirt bikes, and I know some people look at those and they think they're kind of ugly, but I'm like, I've never seen one of those running around on the streets, and I'm thinking it would be really fucking cool to have that giant fucking fairing on the front of a Suzuki DR 650 running around town. People would look at you like, oh shit, there's a fucking Dakar rally bike. Now, I bet you those fucking fairings are expensive as fuck, and I'm not going to try to make one or anything. I'm going to actually buy shit for this if I end up buying shit for it. But I mean, also just riding it the way it is going to be fine, because it's a proven, tested bike. It's a good one. So I think it'd be really cool to get this thing. And then, the way I'm trying to justify it to the wife is my truck gets horrible gas mileage. I need something to ride that gets better gas mileage. Fuck, this will be like free on gas. She's like, what about insurance? I'm like, I'm pretty sure insurance is cheap on motorcycles. Not sure why, but I think it's pretty cheap. And then I'll need to get a helmet. I'm gonna look around at some helmets. I don't want to get a street bike, smooth helmet. I'm thinking dirt bike helmet, but maybe a dirt bike helmet or it kind of looks like a dirt bike helmet, but it still has like the visor that goes up or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do, but I don't know. With a dirt bike, it's usually got that fucking visor sticking out too, and I don't know if that's something I want to be riding on the highway with a fucking visor. Just, my neck is going to be really strong if I get one of those visors. I think it's got a windshield on it, like a little windshield on it. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm thinking I want to change, because it's got a square headlight or rectangular headlight in the front. I think I want to change that to a round headlight. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do quite yet, but it's going to be fucking cool if I can get this bike. And then I'll need to figure out, well, we got lockers at the shop, so I'm going to have to start using a locker at the shop, or some sort of a toolbox or something that I can keep all my shit in. So, and I think I'd like to do that anyways. My truck, the whole back seat is full of all kinds of shit. I think it'd be a good idea to go ahead and start keeping that shit at the shop, so I don't have to ride with, fucking my mask and my harness fucking just hanging off the back of it and shit. It'd be cool if I could just get on and not have anything with me, really. Have like a little pouch up on the tank or something that I can keep, documents and stuff in. Or my, a backpack. Of course I'll be riding with a backpack on. My big work bag here, I'm probably gonna just keep that over there with that, and just have like get me a different little backpack that I can just keep my clipboard, and like I can clip my hard hat on the back of it, and I think that'll be good. Well, actually the hard hat would probably stay at work, but I don't know. You gotta let the people know that you're a fucking working man riding a dirt bike to work, okay? So maybe leave the hard hat on there. Lighting, I don't know how the lighting is. I'm pretty sure I've seen them with that big fucking tail light on them, but I don't think this one has that. I think it has more of a sleeker tail light. But I don't know. I don't really know. I've looked at the bike. I've sat on the bike. I don't think I've ever rode the bike, but I know my brother's got it, and I'd like to get it from him. I'd really like to get it from him. So, super excited about that. The dishwasher, yeah, the install went well. Everything went good. Other than when we first got it hooked up, I hooked up the drain line because it said you can hook it to garbage disposal or the other side. And my old one was hooked up to the other side, but I was like, oh, it fits better on the garbage disposal. I'll just put it on that one. Well, what they don't tell you is that there's a fucking block-off plate inside there. So I had it hooked up there, and we ran the dishwasher, and we were trying to drain it, and it came so close to blowing off and shooting water all over the place. But luckily it didn't. I was like, oh, hold on, something's going on. So I unplugged it, just hooked it back up to where it originally was, and works out fine. Works great. This new dishwasher is, you don't realize how bad your dishwasher is until you get a new one. And this is all from the wife. This is what she was talking about. Because I think I loaded a spatula in the dishwasher. I'm like, that's yours. This isn't me. I don't put shit in there, and I don't take shit out. Okay, this is all you. You got a new dishwasher, you got to use it, okay? But she's like, oh yeah, it's way better. There's some stuff that and I don't know. It makes sense to me, but it doesn't make sense to her that if you put something in the dishwasher and it doesn't come up, you washed it twice, you're going to have to wash it by hand, okay? You're just going to have to wash it by hand. But she had like some bowl or something that she had washed, she just leaves it in the dishwasher because it never comes clean. She's like, eventually it'll come clean. Well, this new dishwasher, it came clean first, and everything is dried also. That's another big thing that she's talking about. She's like, it's actually dry. The other one, everything's soaking wet. Like, it wasn't working good. The old one was really fucking nasty too, so... we did all kinds of stuff. We tried cleaning, I don't know. I guess probably without looking into it very far, trying to clean the drain out, clean the, all the shit. But I don't know. It was just too far gone. So we got this new dishwasher, and it's doing good. We're all right. We're doing all right. But the wife, and I guess it's part of my fault. She's like, I can't believe you want to buy a motorcycle. I'm like, yeah, I want to buy. She's like, you've never wanted to buy a motorcycle in your life. I'm like, I don't know who you think I am. It was plenty before I met you, but I mean, I grew up riding dirt bikes. I miss them. I'm more of a four-wheeler guy now, but you can't really ride a four-wheeler on the street legal. So my option is a dirt bike, and I've got a really nice bike sitting right in front of me for very cheap, and I'd like to get it, okay? I'd really like to get it. She's like, well, then you have to get something that I want. I'm like, well, what do you want? You just got a dishwasher. We got I know the water heater, that's something nobody ever thinks about, but I got you a new water heater, I got you a new dishwasher. I was thinking she's going to fridge. Oh, no. My job just got canceled. Motherfucker! This fucking blows. This blows a dick. This blows a dick right now. My job just got canceled. I can't believe it. So anyways, the wife was asking what the fuck she's like, I want something. She doesn't, I don't know. She doesn't like going to the park, I guess. She's fine going to the park, but she wants me to go with her or somebody else to go with her. So she's like, let's get a park in our backyard. So we ordered a swing set, I'm like, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea. But for her, she's like, I'll quit complaining about the motorcycle if you let me get this swing set. I'm like, fine, let's get the fucking swing set. Got the swing. Well, we haven't got it yet, but Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, Luke. You're gonna have to help me get this fucking swing set. She got the biggest fucking. It's only $1,000, which is that's a lot of money. Like that's 2 of my dirt bikes. That's 2 of my pickup trucks, or one of my good square bodies. You know, I could probably get a good square body for $1,000. But I bought my 92 for $500, equivalently $500. So, uh, anyways, um, $1,000 swing set. It's got shit that comes off both sides. It's got a big playhouse in the middle, and then it's got shit that goes off this side and shit that goes off that side, and it's got all kinds of shit on it. I don't know. It's a big fucking thing. I'm like, this is not gonna be fun to install and put together. But we got it. And the thing is, I'm like, all right, well, it's all wood. You know, the metal. It's hard to find a good swing set, anyways. You know, that's gonna last. But this one's all wood. But I think with my buddy Luke, we can treat or seal or whatever we got to do all this while we're putting it together, so it will be a long-lasting swing set that looks good all the time. Hopefully. I'm gonna do a U-turn up here. Motherfucker! Can't believe it. They're wanting to do it next week now. Shit. Let me pause this. I'll call you. I'll be back. And we're back. Let's see, what else did I do this weekend? We dropped off the kids and then we went to O'Reilly's. Me and my wife went to O'Reilly's. She wanted new wipers. And I made the mistake of not even looking at her old wipers before we went into the store. I said, just buy the cheapest ones. They're all gonna be good for a short amount of time. And I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't know what it is, but her fucking car eats wipers like fucking crazy. So I was like, just get the cheapest fucking ones, $15 a piece. We bought them, went out, and then I also bought a steering wheel cover that I think it might be too big for my 92. I bought it for my 92, but I think it's going to be a little bit too big. It's one that you have to sew on, or not sew on, but you have to wrap this cord around it and everything. I don't know. I don't like the other ones because, you know, you can still see the steering wheel, and I don't know. I just don't like them. So got that steering wheel cover, but I got it for a larger steering wheel, so I don't know if it's gonna work on my 92. If it works on my 92, great. If it doesn't, it'll go on the square body. That's what I kind of planned. I wanted brown though. I wanted a brown one, brown leather. It's black. It'll be fine. Sport steering wheel cover. So what was I saying? Got that, and I got those little round mirrors that are like bubbled out, little bubble mirrors. I got some of those to put on the 92 because, man, I didn't really. So my car has them, and I use it like that's my main way of checking my blind spots and shit. Was those little fucking mirrors. And in my truck, I've been driving around with just the regular mirror, but I'm like, fuck, there's been people sneaking up beside me, and I'm like, I cannot believe how people are sneaking up beside me like this. And I just, you know, every semi truck that we run and every F-250 that I drive at work, they all have one of those bubbled mirrors on them that let you see a lot clearer. So I got some of those, put them on my truck, and I'm telling you, driving to work, I just felt way better. You know, I love those little tiny circular mirrors. It was awesome. Yeah, I got those put on. And hey, guys, just letting you know, put them on the outside of your mirror. Don't put them on the inside of your mirror. That's how I broke my mirror on my car. Was I put both of them on the inside, thinking they looked a little sleeker there. It's not as good. It's not as good. You're seeing mostly car. Half of it is car of your car that you're seeing out of that. Put it on the outside, it actually, even that 6 inches is actually a lot. So put them on the outside, bottom corner, and they work out really well. I'm happy with them. And yep, sold the stuff. I'm surprised. I had a lot of people asking about the pressure washer, but then nobody wanted to come see it or check it out. They all just wanted to lowball me and everything, which is fine. And I didn't care how much I really got for it. I got it for free. And all I had to do was store it in my garage for a couple months. But yeah, drove over. It was nice because Sunday, woke up, had a message, responded. They're like, I can be there in 15 minutes. I got to the place. We go to the police station because I don't want people meeting at my house. Unless it's a big item, which I should have probably had the guy with the generator meet me there, but his profile looked a little sketch. My profile looks really sketch, because there's no pictures of me, and it's Wolfpack Creations is my or One Man Wolfpack is my fucking name. So just surprised that I can still get a lot of people to buy shit. But yeah, just met him up at the police station, and everything was sold within like 3 hours, except for the bed sliders. I understand that's a bigger item, but hopefully if somebody's looking for a bed slider, they'll click on mine and be like, oh man, that's a good one. A lot of people don't have long beds though. That's another problem. Everybody's got short beds, even on 3/4 tons and stuff. So I'm hoping I can get one of them sold, if not both of them. I really, if somebody wants to buy both of them, I'll sell them both. But I think I do want to keep one. I want to keep one of them, just to try it out, and if I decide to sell it later, I can do that. But I don't know if having a bed slider on my square body is even going to be really useful. I mean, we had them on at our work, but a lot of guys didn't like it. They would rather have the drawers, the rolling and sliding locking drawers. So I don't know. It fits in my short bed with the tailgate down. I'm like, shit, I could just mount this right here. It fits perfectly. And then get like one of those motorcycle cages to put on there. That I think they make them for all the trucks, but I think Ford, the Harley Davidson Ford, is what really brought those out to people. But sold everything, and then yeah, I had a gun I inherited. So this is a kind of a little, I don't know. I got an AR from my wife's grandpa. He passed away, and he had a lot of guns. And I got more than that, but he put in his will that he wanted me to get the AR, and my stepdad to get the SKS. Both of them are 5.56, and he had a stockpile of 5.56 too. So he split the stockpile in half, which was mostly hollow points, soft points, and green tips. And I don't even know if green tips are legal. But he had a stockpile of this shit, and I got a bunch of it. And the AR is a lot of fun to shoot. It is so much fun to shoot. It's very expensive to shoot. And practicality of an AR, yeah, if I didn't have kids and my wife wasn't a maniac, I would probably have that thing loaded, ready to, not loaded, well, yeah, loaded, but not like cocked or anything, but, have it somewhere where if, yeah, I do need to use it, it's ready to go, but not with kids around. my son, he's got all kinds of squirt guns and shit that look like guns. He'd want to play with it, and it's not ideal to have. I have to have everything locked up. So it was no good for a home invasion if there ever was going to be one, because it's locked in a gun safe, unloaded with a gun lock in it. So it's like, yeah, that's not going to do anything good. It's not ready to go or anything. I got some other things that are around that are ready to go, but they stay where they are and nobody messes with them. Okay, they're up high, out of the way, out of sight. I know where they're at, but so if ever anything did crazy happen, I know where to go and what to get and how to take care of myself and my family. But the AR is not that. So my mother-in-law said, if you sell that to anybody, you sell it to us. And it's kind of the same thing with my brother. I'm like, if you sell that dirt bike, you sell it to me. So we've had money problems in the past where that had been an option on the table, but then we finally decided to go ahead and pull the trigger. So sold that for $1,500 to them, which I don't think is, in all honesty, it was inherited. I got it for free from her. It was her stepdad, but her dad, basically. He raised her, basically. So, didn't really want to sell it, and also didn't want her to have to pay for it because it's hers. Even doesn't matter how much I like her or not, but and it wasn't really to her. It was to father-in-law. He loves guns, and I think he was a little. He was happy with whatever, but I think whenever the AR, I showed more interest in the AR, so that's why it was willed to me. I think he was like, "Damn, I wanted that AR because this is brand new, 6-hour AR with a lot. It was a really nice spec, and yeah, it was a lot of fun to shoot. It was very expensive to shoot. The ammo is over $1 a shot right now. So yeah, and are you going to go out and just shoot 30 rounds? I mean, really, that might be all you need, but it's a lot more fun to just blast rounds out. So, anyways, I sold it to him. Really, not it. In all honesty, I'm not a super big gun guy. I'm not a gun nut. I don't know much about them. I know how to safely handle them. I like to take them apart and put them back together. I like to go out to the range and shoot them. Just a hobby. And I don't think having a $1,500 hobby that I haven't looked at in almost a year is worth having when I could have $1,500. So we got that, and that's going to pay for it's going to pay for some extra bills and the swing set. So basically traded the AR for a swing set for the kids, which is, I think that's honorable ish. Yeah, so we're making money, we're doing things are working out. I just hope I'm looking at getting a raise here at work, so that's another exciting thing to see happen. I think it's coming on this check. I have no idea what it is. It's usually been $1 or more a year, and I'm going on 4 years here, so I've gotten 3 raises, and yeah, another $1 would be great. Also, if Trump can get that fucking tax on overtime abolished, that'd be fucking amazing too. That would be amazing. What else is going on? Oh, at work, I showed up today. I was talking to a old motorhead that we got in there, one of the mechanics, and I was painting. This was Friday. I was painting one of those fences. They built a big metal fence, uh, like guard rail or whatever, to mount in the shop, so people, because they want to put all their toolboxes up against it, but people will hit the toolboxes with trailers and shit, so they wanted to put up this big guard. Anyways, we're over there painting, and painting it bright yellow. Then we were just talking about stuff. I was telling him about the carb cheater from Thunderhead 289. Luke, I think is his name. He's on YouTube. Fucking cool ass dude. I was telling him about that. I'm like, dude, if you really want to get the most out of your carb, you should look into this. It's not crazy expensive. The full kit is like $400, but you can split it up. You don't have to buy the entire kit. Some of the stuff you might already have, you might not need or whatever, and he understands that. So he sells the parts of it too. But I was telling him about that, and I was also talking about my truck. He's like, how's your square body going? Because he's got a square body. He's trying to sell me. He's like, $15,000. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not. No. I'm looking to save rotten square bodies. I'm not looking. That one's already been saved. That one's going to be taken care of probably. If it's worth that much, it's in good hands probably. I'm looking for the ones that are out in the field that are, damn near going to the scrapyard. That's what I'm after. But I don't really have. It's not really an option for me to get another square body. So I'm not looking to buy a truck. So I already got a square body, but the starter's fucked up. He's like, oh, I got one of those mini torque starters. I got an extra one. I was like, really? Would you ever want to get rid of it? He's like, yeah. And that's really all we really talked about. Because I ended up getting a different job. I had to go out and do something. He brought that into me today. I was like, oh my gosh, you are such a lifesaver. So I got me it's used. He said it works great and everything. I don't know why he swapped it out, but he said, yeah, it works. So I got me a mini torque starter. This thing if this thing fits and works and everything is good, that square body could be running tonight. Because I might put it on tonight since my job got canceled. And I don't know what else is going on today. I hope there's something going on that I can make my hours today, because I was looking at getting a $130 per diem check this week, and now I'm not. But yeah, I got this mini torque starter. I was like, I can't believe it. So I'm really excited to go underneath my truck and rip out that big, heavy piece of shit starter. It's so big, it's so fucking heavy, it's gigantic compared to what this one I can wrap my hand almost all the way around it. The other one, I'm not even a quarter of the way around it. My fucking small hands or something. I don't know. Fucking giant starter though. It's big, it's heavy, it's annoying. It sounds like shit. So this new one should, if everything works right, I'm gonna be so fucking excited when I put it on there and I spin it and it doesn't sound like some metal scraping on something. It doesn't sound good at all. It sounds horrible. Put that motherfucker on there. Fire that thing up, because last time I messed with it, that was my issue, was the starter was just like not engaging. It was like not turning. The motor isn't locked up or anything. Everything should be working fine, but for some reason the starter was just giving out. So yeah, very excited to get that going. And then I also told my brother, I'm like, because he's asked me before, he's like, can I just park my bike at your house? I'm like, yes, you can park it here, because my place is way more secure than his place, and I got room. I've been cleaning out the garage. I got room for whatever he wants to store, especially if it's something that I'm trying to buy. He wants more room for his street bike. He wants to be able to leave his street bike in his garage and be able to work on it. And he has no room with all the other shit he's got in there. So, I don't know. Try to get that motorcycle picked up. That'd be nice. And then just hold on to it. Hold on to it and get him paid, and then work on getting it licensed and insured, and I need to go get my permit. But I don't know. I don't know what I need to do for my permit. I think I might need to retake my HAS. I got to retake like all the tests to add any other endorsement. Get over, you dumb fucking Nissan. Um, Things are looking good. I was getting a little stressed out, but now that I'm getting the car, I took the carpet cleaner out and cleaned up the seats. They turned out pretty good. There's still some staining on them, but coffee and this and that. But the seats are looking a lot better. I just did it quick and dirty. It's just something I could do quickly last night. I'll probably run through it one more time, carpet clean it all out, and even get the floors and everything. Make that car smell okay on the inside again. Doesn't smell bad, but it's dusty, And then repaint the hubcaps. Get the hubcaps, take them out, and sand them down, and repaint the hubcaps. Might paint them silver. Might go ahead and paint them back silver. Try to get all the black off of there and paint them silver. So whenever the silver does start chipping, which it will, it won't be as noticeable as black versus the plastic. And then wash it. I talked to him about the oil change. I was like, this thing needs an oil change. For sure, it needs an oil change. But I figured you're going to be doing work to it. You might go ahead. And usually if you buy a car, you want to do an oil change anyways, right? So I don't think I'm going to do an oil change. It's just going to fill it up with oil and call it good. I might go buy one of those fucking big sheet metal things you throw under your car or whatever, because I'm like, this thing fucking leaks. It leaks. There's a big oil spot in my driveway now because I parked my car in a different spot to keep it out of the way so me and my wife can run the other two cars. Now there's a big ass oil spot where that car's sitting. Get that fucking thing. Yeah, I sold my power washer, but in all honesty, I have power washers at work, and we have several of them, and they do not mind if I borrow one. If I just say, hey, I'm going to borrow one of these, I'll bring it back tonight. No, it's not like I'm going to need to keep it overnight. I can't see a motherfucking thing. Yeah, the square body, it's going to happen. I'm gonna focus on just getting it running, getting the lights working and everything. If I do decide to start outfitting the bed with everything, there's other shit I can get. I have a way of getting items. So if I want to well, I wouldn't mount a pressure washer to it, but if I wanted to mount I got the air compressor. If I wanted to mount the generator, I can probably find another generator for cheap off Marketplace, and it doesn't have to be a super big badass generator to run an air compressor, so also might look into just adding another battery and then just leave the truck running when you're running the air compressor. I can get an inverter put on there and shit should be all right. I don't know, I'm not an electrical type of guy. I don't know how things work, but I was a little shocked. Whenever I had I brought the little power washer and I brought some starting fluid. So I fired it up for the guy and it fired right up. I expected it to. And then I left the starting fluid in my truck when I took the generator up there, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, man. This thing, I've pulled it, but I haven't ever tried to start it. I've got some starting fluid if you want to see if it'll run real quick. Just make sure, because if it, for some reason, it doesn't run, the guy might have been like $50. But I just went and it fired right up. Like, I was like, damn, this thing is all right. Well, it runs. So I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else I got. I got a couple of weed eaters, but those I'm working. I'm trying to get. They're two brand new ones I got from my stepdad. He bought one. I don't know why. He bought another one, and then he just called lawn service. So he has people come out and cut his lawn for him. So he's like, I don't need these weed eaters. You want them? Get them out of my garage. I'm like, yeah. So I got those. One of them is kind of weird though. Like to put the string back on. I had Luke come look at it. I was like, how the fuck do you string this fucking weed eater up? And he's like, oh yeah, let me see it. He's like, oh fuck, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, it makes no sense how to run this weed eater. It's like, there's no way to string it up other than, one little string. And then it blows off, and then you gotta fucking take it apart and put another one back on there. I'm like, this is dumb. I'm like, I'm about to just fucking put some zip ties on here. Yeah, I'm going straight, bud. Going straight, bud. Oh, man. Well, I was expecting to talk to you for about this long, but I was expecting to go to a job site and fucking sit around not doing shit. Just hook up the truck and call it good. Now I'm back at the shop. I'm gonna run around, look for something to do. I don't know why I keep getting put in this fucking predicament where I'm at the shop. Everybody else is on a job, and I'm at the shop with nothing going on. Fucking sucks, dude. So keep all 18 down. I'll probably be with you again tomorrow. Adios. Bye.